Alright, hey y'all. Very quickly, I'm going to go over the problems that I didn't go over yet. So F. F is a special case when it doesn't have a 0. So what you do is you move that over, make it equal to 0, like I've done. And now we need to factor. We look to see if we can factor anything out, but we have 5, 4, and negative 12. Nothing will go into all three of them. So this one is a little different. Here's what you do. You take the A and the C, the 5 and the 12, the negative 12, and you multiply those, and we get negative 60. So put negatives, draw a little X, here I'll do it right here, draw X, put negative 60 on top, and then this 4X goes right here. So we need to find factors. Now it's kind of like what we were doing before. We need to find factors of negative 60, and when you add them, you get 4. Factors of negative 60, so when you add them together, you get a positive 4. So I know that a negative 10 and a positive 6. When I multiply negative 10 and 6, I get negative 60. When I add negative 10 and 6, I get a negative 4. Whoops, the 10 needs to be positive, the 6 needs to be negative. Now, there you go. Sorry if you messed up. So I'm going to put that into my equation right here. 5x squared plus 10x minus 6x and then minus 12. So what I've done is I've taken the 4x and I've split it up into my factors. Now to solve it, I'm going to break this up into two parts. The first two terms and the last two terms. When you factor it out, you should see a pattern. So in 5x squared and 10x, they both have a 5x in common. So when I divide it out, I'm left with x plus 2. Minus, right here, they have a 6 in common. And if I factor out a negative 6, I'm left with x plus 2. When you do this, if you do this correctly, your parentheses should look the same. And then you can go from there. 5x minus 6. I took the outside terms, and then I have my x plus 2. So whatever I factored out, I put those together. Now I can set these equal to 0, and I can solve. X equals negative 2, and x equals 6/5. Okay, let me show you a couple more examples. All right, G. I need to move this over, so I'm going to add 17x to both sides. And I get 6x squared plus 17x minus 14 equals 0. Can I factor anything out of 6, 17, and negative 14? No, I can't. So I'm going to multiply 6 and negative 14. 84, so it's negative 84, and I need a positive 17. Now again, the factors of negative 84 that will add to be 17. And I know that it's going to be 21 and negative 4. Because 21 times negative 4 will give me a negative 84. And then when you add those together, I get a 17. And this comes easy to me because I've practiced. And you will get better at it when you practice. So when I rewrite my equation, 6x squared, I use the 21x minus 4x minus 14. So basically, I've rewritten that 17x. Now I have to factor out. I break it into two parts and I factor out. Right here, I can get out a 3x, and I'm left with 2x plus 7. When you divide out a 3x, minus a 2 will go into both of those, and I'm left with a 2x plus 7. Again, the parentheses should be the same. 3x minus 2. I take my outside factors, 3x minus 2, and then my 2x plus 7. I set both of those equal to 0, and I get 3x minus 2 equals 0, and 2x plus 7 equals 0. Once I solve those, I should get 2/3 and -7/2 as my solutions, as my zeros. All right, you try H. You try H, pause the video, and then press play when you're ready to see. All right, I moved it over. I can't factor anything out. So 2 times 3 is 6, and then 7. Factors of 6 to add to 7, so I'm going to use 6 and 1. So 2x squared plus 6x plus 1x plus 3. So this is like an x right here. And then I need to factor out here. I can factor out a 2x, so I'm left with x plus 3. Plus, right here, I can't factor anything out, so I'm left with x plus 3. That's like a 1 right there. So 2x plus 1, x plus 3 equals 0. I hope you're following along. 2x plus 1 equals 0. So x equals -1/2. X plus 3 equals 0. So x equals -3. Make sure you come with questions about solving quadratic equations, and we will practice.